It's this. Are moral truths something we find out there in the world, or are they something we invent?
Yeah, think of it this way. Is morality more like the laws of physics, something that's just part of the universe that we discover, or is it more like the rules of chess, a system that we totally made up, that only has meaning because we all agree to play by it?
Now that first idea, that morality is found, that's called moral realism. A moral realist would say that a statement like causing needless pain is wrong is an objective fact. It's as true as gravity. It would be wrong even if there were no people around to think about it. And you can see how this ties back to Plato's dilemma, right? It's basically saying morality is an independent standard that even God recognizes.
But hold on. There's a third option here, and it's a bit of a wild card, a really radical idea that kind of flips the whole chessboard over. It makes us question what we're even doing when we talk about right and wrong.
What if when you say something is wrong, you aren't actually stating a fact? Like, at all. What if you're doing something completely different?
Okay, this is where we get into something called non-cognitivism, or sometimes expressivism. And the big idea here is that moral statements, things like stealing is wrong, they aren't actually statements of fact. They can't be true or false. Instead, when we say them, we're just expressing our feelings or maybe commanding people.
Let's break that down with an example. So, you say, lying is wrong. A moral realist thinks you're stating a fact about the world, but an expressivist, they think you're doing something else.
They think you are not describing some weird invisible property called wrongness that's attached to lying. It's not a fact you can go out and test with a microscope or prove with a math equation.
Now, what you're really saying is something more like, boo, lying, or maybe don't do it. See? It's just an expression of your feelings, your attitude, not a description of reality.
Okay, I know this can all sound super abstract, like something for a philosophy classroom, but trust me, where you land on this stuff has huge real-world implications for how you see everything. Your own values, your disagreements with others, everything.
So let's do a quick recap. We've got three big ideas on the table. Divine command theory says morality comes from God's will. Moral realism says it's based on objective facts about the universe. And expressivism says it's all about our own feelings and attitudes. I mean, those are three completely different playbooks for what morality is. And which one you lean toward changes everything. Think about it. If you're a moral realist, a moral argument is like arguing about science. One person is right, the other is wrong. But if you're an expressivist, it's more like arguing about whether vanilla is better than chocolate. It's just a clash of tastes.